Hi guys! I've got something really exciting to show you today. This is the most amazing planner. It's an Amy Tangerine collaboration with Archer and Olive, and I am absolutely smitten with it. So I really like Amy Tangerine's designs, and when I saw that she'd done a planner in conjunction with Archer and Olive that's a bound A5 size, I was extremely keen to try it out because I've never had an Archer and Olive planner or notebook, and I was interested to see how they are. So I'll do a walkthrough and then show you how I've been using this. As you can see here, this is a 2020 planner with 160 GSM ultra thick paper, no ghosting or bleeding, and it says perfect for markers, fountain pens, and even paint. So I'll leave the link down below to Amy Tangerine's video about this, where she shows you some ways that she uses it, and obviously she uses watercolors and other kinds of media, which I'm not using, and it's designed to be perfect for that. So the planner also comes with 2 sheets of beautiful stickers designed by Amy Tangerine, and they're both the same, so you can see you've just got doubles of everything. And I haven't been using these yet because I've made some other spreads with Happy Planner stickers that I'll show you in a minute. So this planner is hardbound. It has this beautiful fuchsia elastic closure, and it also has a pen loop, which is of a pretty good size. So you can get any pen in here very comfortably except for the Hobonichi pen, because it's got that really thick barrel with the sticky grip. And even that you can fit in, but it's kind of a push. So very, very nice elastic pen loop that's built in, which I love because often in bound planners there's no built-in pen loop, and so I think it's a really nice touch. And then you can see it's got this amazing colorful cover, and this is what I love about Amy Tangerine's design so much, is that they're rainbowtical, which is my favorite. So you can see that it has this really nice positive text on the front and this kind of watercolory paint splash design. And then on the side it says 2020, and the binding is kind of thin, I want to say, so you can almost feel and you can definitely see the signatures underneath. And then this is the back. It's just got more of that beautiful paint splash design, and I really like the fact that there's no branding on this. It's just very nice and clean and lets you admire the image. It's hardbound, and this is a very smooth cover, so it doesn't really have any texturing on it, and it's got rounded corners, which I really like. And it's got another great feature, which is these 2 bookmarks, both of the same fuchsia color as the elastic closure, and one of them just ends like this, but the other one ends with this little ampersand, which is the Archer and Olive symbol, and I love that. I think it's a really nice detail. So in terms of size, this is billed as an A5 planner, but it's actually slightly smaller than true A5. So this is a Hobonichi notebook in A5, and you can see that the Amy Tangerine planner is just a tiny bit smaller. You see this is the side, and then this is the top, and this is with the cover, so the paper is actually slightly smaller again. So just keep that in mind, but in terms of covers, it's fine for like fitting A5 covers if you wanted it to. It just has a little tiny bit of extra space. The only thing is that I think that you really don't need to put this in a cover because the hardback cover is so beautiful, and because it's got the built-in pen loop, as I mentioned. Yay! So, moving on to the insides. You first got a front page with these little colored hearts. This book belongs to an Archer and Olive. And then there's a little bit of text by Amy Tangerine explaining how she feels about journaling and how she really encourages you to use this to be creative and have fun and not to be scared of the blank page, which I think is a nice message. And then it's got this copyright page. And now we have the first of many beautiful monthly spreads. This isn't actually a monthly spread, this is like an intro to the whole planner, and it says Plan a Life You Love by Amy Tangerine, and it has her signature rainbow watercolory wash back here, and then these little designs, which if you are familiar with her Happy Planner collaboration that she did in the Be Happy box from last June. It's got the same little symbols here as well. Then you have a yearly spread, which has a Sunday to Saturday monthly layout, and I myself prefer Monday to Sunday layouts, but this is a North American planner. I think North American or at least US planners typically have a Sunday to Saturday monthly spread, so that's not a surprise. And each month is colored with a different color of the rainbow, which is kind of the theme of the planner, so I think that's really nice. And then you have another beautiful spread here for the beginning of the year. Then we get to this very nice goals spread for 2020, and instead of doing what, for example, Erin Condren does in giving you one box per month, this one gives you 3 different boxes per page, so 6 in total, but each one has a different heading. So you've got vision, intentions, dreams, passions, goals, and results, each one in a different color. And then you've got this little watercolor detailing here. So I think that this is really nice, because if you don't want to use it for these headings, you can always cover these up with stickers and use it for something else. But I think that this is quite a nice spread for intentions and goals. And I really like the fact that this is unlined, because it goes with the creative message of this planner, that she intends this to be used for stickerating, doodling, watercoloring, painting, etc. So I think it's nice that it's unlined, because it gives you the freedom there. But then you get a blank page, which is actually dot grid, and I'm not sure how well you can see this. It's a kind of light grey dot grid, which is very nice because it's unobtrusive, so if you want to ignore it, it's not hard to ignore it, and if you cover this with stickers, the dot grid won't really distract, but if you want to use it for writing, it's nice to have the dot grid there. So then you get your first monthly spread, and I think that this is a really nice way to start the months off. Each day is a blank canvas, go and make some marks. I think that that's just really nice and sets a positive tone for the whole idea of this planner, which is to have fun being creative. And I'll talk about this a bit more as I get into it, because you might be thinking, what are you possibly going to use this planner for? And it's true that when I first bought it, I didn't actually have a concrete use in mind, which is something I'm trying to avoid, but it was just so beautiful, and I love Amy Tangerine, and I'd had the Amy Tangerine Happy Planner, which I really liked, but I feel like disc bound planners are not my main thing. I just love bound planners, so when I saw that she'd come out with a bound planner, I was just like, want! And then I decided to go with the spirit of this message and use it as a pretty planner. So I'll show you how I'm using it. Then you get a monthly spread, and the monthly spreads are interspersed with the weekly spreads. So you've got a month, then you have weeks, then you have another month, etc. So there are no tabs on this, but if you wanted to tab them, you can just add some tabs of your own. I personally don't think that it needs that, because it's got these bookmarks, so you can use one for the monthly spread and one for the weekly spread that you're on. And again, we have a Sunday start, and then you've got the Amy Tangerine hand lettering here at the top, and a space for notes. So because this is A5, the boxes are relatively small compared to, say, the boxes in a Happy Planner classic size or an Erin Condren, but there's still enough room that you can put in your main appointments, or if you're using this for tracking, there's still enough room for that. And again, unlined, no dot grid, it's just plain, and it's dated, which I really, really like. So what I'm thinking of doing for the monthly spreads is using the color of the month as my inspiration and using stickers to mark out the main events that are happening during that month. I haven't done this, filled in this one yet, because I wanted to show you what it looks like blank, but that's what I'm thinking of doing. So marking out birthdays and special events in a blue theme, because every month has a different color. So for example, August is fuchsia and November is a kind of minty teal. So then we go into our weekly spreads, and they follow straight on from the monthly spreads, and the paper, being 160 GSM, is really, really thick, as you can imagine. It's not at all sleek or shiny, it's very matte, and it feels kind of like Happy Planner paper or Erin Condren paper, more on that side of things. So it's kind of got a bit of tooth to it, and it's white. So it feels like kind of a bit like white cardstock, I guess, and it's very satisfying and chunky. So this is what the weekly spreads look like. And when I first saw a flip through of this on YouTube, I was kind of disappointed because of the shared weekend, and as you may know, one of my bugbears is shared weekends. I can't stand them, and that's normally a deal breaker for me. But then I realized that there's actually a brilliant reason why they've done this, and it's because with the sizes of the boxes the way they are, with the shared weekend, it works out so that these are exactly the same size as Happy Planner stickers. So all of the stickers from Happy Planner value packs will fit perfectly in these boxes, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean. I've never had a spiral bound Erin Condren, so I'm not sure about that. I can't vouch for it, but apparently they're the same size as those as well. I think it's 1.5 inch in width, so I can guarantee you that if you've got Happy Planner stickers, they'll fit perfectly in these boxes. And once I realized that, I was quite happy about the shared weekend because it actually makes it really, really fun and easy to plan decorative spreads using Happy Planner stickers, and I assume Erin Condren stickers as well. And also, you know, all of the other sticker shops on Etsy that are based around those measurements. So I will forgive the shared weekend because the fact that it's A5 means that if you had a separate Saturday and Sunday, the boxes would be a lot narrower and that wouldn't work. So you've got a Monday start, and then each day is highlighted in the same color that you have for the monthly spread. So there's like a monthly color theme, which changes every month. So each of the 12 months has a different color. It's not like the planners where you have a few different colors and then they start over again. There's a different one for every month. And at the bottom, there's a blank space with a nice little hand-lettered quote. And then on the bottom right, you have a monthly view with the current week highlighted in the same color as the whole monthly spread. So it's a kind of a dark blue for January. And what I really like about this is the fact that the boxes are completely blank. So they're not divided into 3, they are not lined, there's really nothing in these boxes, which means that it's perfect if you want to use this as a decorative planner because there's nothing getting in the way or you know, kind of causing divisions, and I really, really like that. So I'll show you the rest of the year, and then I'll show you what I've been doing with this. So the rest of the month kind of just goes in the same way. Every week you have a different quote, but the color is the same, the layout is the same. And there's another fantastic touch to this planner that I absolutely love, which I'm really happy that they did. And this is something that kind of annoys me in a lot of planners, is that when you turn to the last month, the last week of the month, quite often, in many planners that are organized like this with the months interspersed with the weeks, you get to your last week and instead you find the next monthly spread, and then those last few days of the month are behind the next monthly spread. And that always really confuses me because I'm always like, wait, where's the last week of January? And then it's behind the February tab. You know what I mean? It's quite common. Many planners. So this planner hasn't done that. What they've done is they've instead given you the next couple of days of the following month instead, and I much prefer that because I kind of feel like I'm expecting, if I come to the end of January and there are a couple of days of February, I much prefer to have that in my January spread, and then I know I'm going on to February, and then it starts on Monday the 3rd. So I think that that's just, for me, that works much better because I'm kind of expecting to see the rest of January in January rather than behind the February tab, if that makes sense. But that's just something to keep in mind, that it's a bit different from the Happy Planner and Erin Condren say they do it the other way. So at the end of the month, you've got another dot grid sheet, and then you have your next monthly spread, the monthly dashboard, I guess, with an inspirational quote. And these are all different and they're all really pretty, all hand lettered. And then you have your February monthly spread, which is purple, and you have another nice little quote on the side, and you always have some blank space here. So there are no lines in any of this. The only time that you have any kind of marks, I guess, on the paper is in the dot grid spread at the end of each month. And other than that, it's blank, which I think works really well if you want to use this as a pretty planner. It maybe doesn't work so well if you want to use this for a lot of list making, say, and you like to have some guidance with the lines like I do. But if you... And we have a March monthly spread, so the color for March is green. And then we've got green throughout all of the weeks. So I'll just show you the rest of the monthly dividers. Joy starts now, and April is a kind of minty, turquoisey teal. Then we have May. May is yellow. And this is very similar to the design of the Happy Planner that Amy Tangerine designed. It has the same kinds of rainbowy watercolor designs, which is what drew me to it. June is Craft a Life You Love. June is orange. So then you have these nice quotes like, things are looking up, here and now, good friends. July, here's the plan, and July is red. And then the weeks are all the same except for the quotes at the bottom. August, less worry, more happy. August is fuchsia. And this is how they deal with extra days at the end of the month. If the month starts on a Saturday, or Friday, I guess, it's a diagonal division here for the 30th and the 31st. That's the August weeks. Then September. I really like this one. September is purple, but it looks like a darker purple than February. Let's see. This was February, and this is September. It's slightly different color purple. October. October is a dark blue. This actually looks similar to the January blue, I think. I'm not sure if it's actually different. It could be that the colors do start over again. November. November is another kind of minty color. And then December, No Time Like the Present. So this is green, but it's a different green than the March green. So this was the March green, so it's lighter. This one is darker. So I think some of the colors might be the same for 2 months, but I think that there might be like subtle differences in the shade. And that's the end. And then at the very end, you get this end of year plan, which, like the intentions plan for at the beginning of the planner, is divided into visions, intentions, dreams, passions, goals, and results. And then you get a few pages, I think about 12 pages of dot grade paper with some nice little colored effects at the bottom on this page. And then these ones are just dot grid without any colors. And then that's the end. And then you get this pocket, and the pocket seems to be quite sturdy. It has this nice gusseting, which seems to be made in a kind of tear-proof material. I haven't, like kind of really tried to tear this, but it's not paper. It seems like it's made of something tougher. And that's it. So let me just show you how I've been using it. Like I said, I decided that I wanted to use this as a pretty planner, just to give an overview of my weekly layout, which is not something that I need, but it's just something that I had a couple of years ago in a Leuchtturm A5, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought I'll bring it back again. And what I discovered when I started decorating this is that because the stickers fit so perfectly, so this is a Happy Planner full-size box from one of the value packs designed for the classic Happy Planner. You can see that it fits absolutely perfectly within this daily layout. It makes it really, really easy to decorate. And these are all Happy Planner stickers, and they just fit perfectly. So I decided that I'm going to make a color coordinated spread or a theme spread every week, and then just write in the main things that are happening that week. So not so much to-dos, but more appointments and special, kind of things, not like every single detail, because those are in my other planners that are more functional. But this will just be kind of like a combination of weekly planning and memory planning, because then I can look back and see what was happening that week. So this week I did a rainbow spread, which was a lot of fun. And again, just having the Happy Planner stickers fit so perfectly means that it makes it really, really easy and fun to decorate this. It's just amazing. And this is actually something I've never really had before, because I've never decorated a planner that fit these stickers perfectly. So it's very exciting. And then for the upcoming week, I made a floral spread, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm thinking next week of making an animal spread, and I'm going to go back and back plan my monthly spread on the first week of January so that I'll have a complete year. So I'm really enjoying this. I think it's an absolutely amazing planner, and it's perfect for pretty planning. Although obviously you could also use it, you know, just as your everyday planner, because it's A5, so it's got a good deal of room. And I'm already worrying about what's going to happen next year, because I feel like I won't be able to live without this, and I absolutely love it. I like the fact that because it's A5, it's a bit smaller than, say, the Happy Planner, or even the bound Happy Planner, which makes it easy to carry around with you if you want to. But the stickers fit perfectly. So I'm absolutely in love with this. I really, really highly recommend it. Let me know if you've got any questions about it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!